Hello and welcome everyone to Clicks and Classics Kathy Rain. We opened the suitcase and we opened the envelope that was in the suitcase, but we haven't had a chance to take a closer look at what was inside. So let's investigate.
Looks overexposed. I can't make much out. I think I see trees in the background, but most of the picture is just bright white. There's probably some way to enhance this back at school. I'll figure it out tomorrow when I'm back. Grandpa in uniform with two other men. Something is handwritten on the back. Flight training, McConnell Air Force Base, 1941.
Yeah, that's good. Newspaper clipping.
Tragic drowning in Conwell Springs. In early morning on Sunday the 14th, a teenage girl found dead near Conwell Lake. The girl is survived by her mother, father, and younger brother. The funeral service will be held at Conwell Cemetery on the 21st of July. The notice is dated July 15th, 1975. Tragic story. I wonder why Grandpa saved this.
Yeah.
It's a small key, fairly modern design. No identifying tag, unfortunately. I wonder what this unlocks.
Okay. Let's see if we can listen to this one.
You've reached the Rain residence. Leave a message after the beep.
Hello, Joseph, Mrs. Rain. It's me, Charles. I thought I'd give you a call. Erica just had her firstborn. It's a boy. Thankfully, he looks nothing like his father. Listen, I was thinking maybe you'd like to come and visit. And what about your little Kathy? Maybe she wants to see the baby. Well, anyways, I hope to see you soon. All the best. Bye.
You people make me sick. We're never coming back. Don't call, don't write. If you ever try to contact us, I will call the police.
Was that our mother?
Joseph, you there? It's me, Cocky. It happened to me too. And I'm not going to tell any of those bastards. They got it all wrong. You're the only one I trust now. Just call me back as soon as you can.
Wonder what that's all about.
I wonder who this Cocky is.
Interesting and mysterious. We heard from the sheriff that people talk about our grandfather when he was still alive, like he was some sort of cult leader almost. Very peculiar. Well, let's talk to our grandma if she can tell us anything else about what we just learned.
Oh, hello, dear.
Okay. Yeah, let's talk to her.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
Let's talk first about the McConnell Air Force Base.
Can you tell me anything about McConnell Air Force Base?
It's not very far from Conwell Springs. Joseph was stationed there for some time during the war. I believe they're still training young pilots there today.
So, when did Grandpa enlist in the Air Force?
Oh, it was barely past the honeymoon when Joseph left to fight in that terrible war, together with his best friend Charles and my brother Andrew. Those were nerve-wracking years. I was so worried I thought I would burst. Every short visit from Joseph was a joy, but he kept going back to the front, to my great dismay. When I told Joseph about being pregnant with your father, he finally realized that enough was enough. He had done his duty. Shortly thereafter, he returned to a quiet farmer's life in this very house, helping your great-grandfather with the crops until he passed.
Okay. Do you know anything about that drowned teen girl?
Do you know anything about a young girl drowning around here?
Oh, yes. It was the saddest thing. She was only 16. We never really knew the family. They preferred to keep to themselves.
Do you remember the name of the girl or her family?
I'm awfully sorry, dear. I just can't recall.
It's probably props,
That's okay,
right?
Grandma.
That's the
I was
mausoleum.
just wondering why Grandpa would have wanted to save this.
Joseph was always affected by the tragedy of others. Perhaps he wanted to do something for the family. In any case, he didn't speak to me about it.
Do you know anyone who could be cocky?
Does the nickname Cocky mean anything to you?
Sounds vaguely familiar. It reminds me of the aviator call signs Joseph and his friends gave one another. Joseph was vigilante. I can't count the number of times he got into trouble for breaking the rules. To this day, I have no idea how he always managed to land on his feet.
Must be hereditary, given the things I've gotten away with. Every time I wake up, I am genuinely surprised that I'm not in jail.
Fair enough.
I'm sure it's not that bad, dear.
But to get back to the subject, you don't have any idea of who this Cocky is?
I'm afraid not, but the Air Force might be a good place to start.
Okay.
I don't see a reason to ask her about that.
Okay. Can we talk about these pictures?
Look at this photo I found in the locked briefcase.
Goodness, I haven't seen that picture in years. This was taken when Joseph was stationed at McConnell Air Force Base. That's him right there on the left.
What about the other two?
I don't remember the name of the smiling man in the back. The gentleman on the right was Joseph's best friend, Charles Wade.
Okay, Charles Wade.
What can you tell me about Charles Wade?
Well, I do know he has made quite a name for himself since he and Joseph went to war together. Apparently, he came up with some brilliant piece of engineering for the airplanes.
Okay.
They use it everywhere now.
Any idea how to get in touch with him?
I'm afraid not, dear. I haven't seen him for years. He and Joseph grew apart before you were born.
Any particular reason for that?
Oh, not that I know of.
Okay.
Do you know anything about this story, Grandma?
Not much, dear. It was the saddest thing. The girl was only 16 years old. We never really knew the family. They preferred to keep to themselves.
Do you remember their names?
Let me think. I'm awfully sorry, dear. I just can't recall.
That's quite all right, Grandma. I was just wondering why Grandpa would have wanted to save this.
Joseph was always deeply affected by the tragedy of others. Perhaps he wanted to do something for the family to ease their pain. In any case, he didn't speak to me about it.
Okay.
Okay. Any idea where
Do you
that
recognize this key,
might fit?
Grandma? I found it in the attic.
I'm afraid not, dear.
Grams, can you tell me anything about this picture?
It looks awfully bright. Perhaps something was wrong with the camera.
Yeah, maybe. I should try to figure something out tomorrow at the university.
Okay.
Well, gotta go, Grams. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
Maybe I can look up Charles Wade in the phone book. Charles
Damn,
Wade.
no Charles Wade in here. Was worth a shot, but being rich and famous and all, I guess he's got a hidden number. No hit for Wade Industries either, but it was kind of a long shot for them to have an office in this small county anyway. I should try to get a hold of him some other way.
What about the McConnell Air Force Base?
All right, got it.
Very good. Probably
Nah, nothing
not.
like that in here.
Okay, but
McConnell Air Force Base, how can I help you?
Hi. I was just wondering if you had time to answer a few questions.
Sure thing, ma'am. Ask away.
very nice. Anything about a cocky?
Do you recognize the aviator call sign Cocky?
Afraid not, ma'am. I know all the call signs here, and I'm positive it's not one of them.
This isn't current, though. It might have been used as early as World War II.
Oh, that's unfortunate. We don't keep any official records of call signs. The only option I can think of is to get a hold of somebody who was around back then.
Any suggestions?
The only person I can think of who is still alive would be Charles Wade.
All right, thanks.
My pleasure, ma'am. Anything else I can help you with?
Well, then tell me about Charles Wade.
I'm trying to get a hold of Charles Wade. Would you happen to know how to reach him?
I'm sorry, ma'am, but Charles Wade is a public figure. He has explicitly asked us not to provide his contact details to anyone.
Is there any way you could make an exception? I really need to talk to Mr. Wade.
Oh, can do. I can't really help you out unless you have some sort of official business.
The way we opened the conversation didn't really.
But what if it was a matter of life and death?
Ma'am, if you're in a life-threatening situation, I suggest you call 911.
Fair enough. Anything about a drowned teen girl?
I don't see a reason to ask him about that.
I thought maybe because it was close to the Air Force Base.
What can you tell me about McConnell Air Force Base?
This is one of the oldest Air Force bases in the U.S., established during World War I. The main purpose of it is to train fighter pilots. The McConnell Flight School is well-renowned all around the country. In the late 80s, the school started accepting a limited number of civilian applicants due to the high demand. Some of the most famous dogfighters in U.S. history, such as Ethan Fireball Jenkins, Joseph Vigilante Rain, and Brett Savior Myers, trained at this very base. Charles Wade, the great industrialist, did too. Some claim that many of his revolutionary ideas came from the former chief mechanic here, the late Niles Bloom.
No.
Interesting. Thanks for the history lesson. Do you know anything about what happened to Joseph Rain in '81?
I know that he was no longer stationed here at the base at that time. He'd left the Air Force decades earlier. But as a Conwell Springs citizen, sure, I've heard the rumors just like everybody else. How he was found by the sheriff all messed up, walking out of the woods with some kind of unexplained brain damage.
Any theory as to what he was doing out there?
I'm afraid not, ma'am. But I'm positive that it had nothing to do with this base or our operations here.
Okay, what can you tell me about his service at McConnell?
Well, Joseph Rain is a legend around here. His pile of medals weighs more than my car. I was fortunate enough to meet him before he suffered his injury, and I must say, what an inspiring man. I'm positive that he would have made general if he'd stuck around.
Any idea of why he quit? He looks so happy in the pictures from the war.
Oh, your family, ma'am?
Granddaughter.
Well, then I'm sorry for your loss. I heard about his recent passing.
Appreciate it, buddy. So, about him quitting.
I shouldn't speak ill of the dead, but some say the war broke him. PTSD. Me? I don't think so. When I met him, he had this aura about him, like he wasn't afraid of anything. Maybe it was just guilt. He ended a lot of lives, but that's just me speculating.
Gotcha. Thanks for the thoughts.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
ma'am, but he had...
Is there
Okay, and...
Can we pretend to be a cop?
I do have official business. I'm Deputy Reagan.
Oh.
I'm calling from Conwell Springs Sheriff's Department.
Nice try. Do you know what caller ID is? You can clearly see that you're not calling from the station. Goodbye.
Damn, I
Maybe
can't
we
pull that
can.
off if I call from here.
Yeah, maybe we can call from the station. I thought about it before, but can't look anyone else. Okay. Maybe we have to go back to school. Lenny.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
I have a few questions.
Nah, I don't want to ask him about that. Hey, Lenny, do you remember anything about a girl drowning around here?
Yeah, I remember my mom telling me about that. I was like 6 at the time, though.
Do you remember her name?
Oh, man. Not really. I was so little. I think it was something with an L. Linda? Laura?
Maybe the
something
sheriff
like
knows
that.
something.
All right, I'll keep looking.
Something about cocky?
Nah, I don't want to ask.
Okay. Charles Wade?
Nah, I don't want.
Okay.
Well, gotta go.
See ya.
I can't while he's sitting.
Alright. Maybe I have to distract him again.
How's the paperwork coming along, Len?
Hello, Sheriff. Mind if I ask you a few more questions?
If you must.
I don't need to ask him. Do you know anything about the drowning here in 1975? 16-year-old girl?
You have a memory problem? I told you I haven't been working here that long. Besides, even if I did, I wouldn't tell you. Juvenile cases are a sensitive matter.
This guy.
I don't need to ask. I don't need to.
Okay.
That's all for
Wow.
now.
Good.
Let's talk to our bum buddy again. Maybe he can distract Lenny. Maybe he has something to share.
I need you to do something.
How can I help, boss?
It's my mother's birthday this weekend. You'll have to get her a gift.
Hey,
Hi there.
could you distract Lenny again?
Sure, I needed to puke again anyway.
Oh,
Good to know.
that is lovely.
Guess what? He's having some kind of fit in there.
Not again.
Here we go again.
Let's make the phone call.
McConnell Air Force Base, how can I help you?
Hi, I was just wondering if you had time to answer a few questions.
Sure thing, ma'am. Ask away.
I'm trying.
I'm sorry.
Is there?
Okay.
Can there be a call?
I do have official business. I'm Deputy Reagan. I'm calling from Conwell Springs Sheriff's Department.
I can see that you're actually calling from the station. You say you're a cop? You don't sound like a cop.
That's sexist.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? It's just because I'm a woman, right? Women don't belong in law enforcement? Is that what you're saying? That's so sexist.
Now, that's hardly what...
Do you have any idea what I have to go through every day? Nobody takes me seriously. The dirty looks, the sexual innuendos,
Relax, okay? I'll check the files.
Oof.
It's 555-7641.
Thanks, buddy.
Okay. That's good. So I guess we now can return to... our grandma's place. Probably better to make that phone call from here.
Wade residence?
Hi, this is Kathy Rain. I'm calling for Charles Wade.
He doesn't live here anymore. What's this about? What do you want with my father?
I'd just like to have a quick word with Mr. Wade. It's about my grandfather, Joseph Rain.
You're 20 years late, girl. My father has neither time nor energy to deal with you people.
But
this conversation is over. Unless my father explicitly says he wants to talk to you, it's not going to happen.
Oof.
what a stuck-up, overclass witch. Well, she hasn't heard the last from me. I'm going to talk to that old man one way or another.
So what now, though? Okay, can I... Maybe... Our roommate can help.
Hi, this is Eileen speaking.
Hey, it's me, Kat.
Oh, hi, what's up?
I don't need to ask her.
What about my corner?
I don't need to ask.
Okay, John Coutinho.
I'm trying to track down this young girl who drowned in the lake here.
Okay. How hard can a dead person be to track down? They tend to stay in one place, you know.
Ha, very funny, E. I don't even know her name, just when she died.
Oh, well, there must be some way to connect a name to that date.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe I need to check out the cemetery.
I'm trying to find this guy, but all I have is his nickname, Cocky.
Well, what do you know about the guy?
Not much. I think he was in the Air Force and served with Grandpa.
Maybe you could try to find somebody in the Air Force who knew him then?
Yeah, that might be worth a shot. I don't need to ask her about that.
Okay, so maybe she's
Okay,
just
gotta
our
go. Talk to you later.
helpful sidekick.
Bye, Kathy.
I like that. Okay. Well, let's check at the cemetery. Maybe we know when she died and we know how old she was. And Lenny said that her name was something with an L. So... Okay, let's just be... let's quickly check for the actual date.
Tragic drowning in Conwell. In early morning on Sunday the 14th, a teenage girl found dead near Conwell Lake. The girl is survived by her mother, father, and younger brother. The funeral service will be held at... The notice is dated July 15th, 1975.
So, July 14th, 1975. Let's look around. Not quite, right? Not quite. Also way too old.
All right, this is the right date.
Yeah,
Looks
Lily
like her
Myers.
name was Lily Myers. I should try to get a hold of her family.
Okay. Oh,
I wonder what that kid is doing here all alone. Hey, kid.
Hi yourself.
What are you doing?
None of your business.
Huh, I like you, kid. You're not here alone, right? Where's your mom?
Oh, she's around.
I don't see her.
You must be blind or something.
I'll go look for your mom, okay? Don't go anywhere.
Whatever.
I'm gonna find out what happened to you, Grandpa. I promise. The grave is a little boy, maybe 5 or 6 years old. I should go look for his mother.
Maybe she's here?
No reason to go in. A family mausoleum. The family must have been fairly rich. Those things don't come cheap.
I don't know where to look for his mother, though. Maybe we'll just leave him here in the rain.
I shouldn't leave while that kid is alive.
Oh. What?
Kid? Guess he found his mom.
Ghosts? Was it a ghost kid? Maybe. Oh boy. Well, at least we found the name of the drowning victim, Lily Myers. Let's talk to Grandma first. Maybe once she hears the name, maybe she can help us. And maybe she has the name of the parents or one of the parents, so we can look it up.
Oh, hello, dear.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all.
Lily Myers.
I found out that the drowned girl's name was Lily Myers. Ring a bell?
Oh, yes. Oh, how could I forget? Sue, Jack. Oh, and their children, Lily and Nathan.
Do they still live around here?
Mother and son do. I see them in town from time to time. They live somewhere near the lake.
But not the father. Jack, was it?
No. He disappeared not long after Lily took her own life.
Whoa, she killed herself. That's news to me.
Oh, that girl had been troubled for years. Truman made an official statement later. It was no accident.
I see. Do you know how I can reach the family?
Not really, dear. Like I said, they tend to keep to themselves.
Okay. Anything else?
I don't see a reason. Well, gotta go, Grams. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
Well, with that, I might be able to look for them in the phone book.
All right, found an address.
New location. Okay, so we will stop by. That is interesting. Let's do that. Lakeside Cabin. Looks lovely. The music isn't lovely though. Okay. Well, I think this is a good place to take a little break. We will see if we can talk to the parents or the mother and the brother of Lily Myers and find out more about this little story. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, please give the video a like, maybe consider subscribing to the channel, share the video with friends, family, and the people on the internet. That all helps me out a whole bunch and will bring you more content in the future. I will be back with more Clicks and Classics Kathy Rain tomorrow. Until then, have a great time.